Well, good morning my YouTube friends, it's Margaret again from Emmy's Orchids, and we're going to have a winter tour now of the garden, simply because our temperatures are going to be around about 17 today at in this area, which is unprecedented. And the one we're looking at here now, let's have a look, put a label on it. No label. Now, these must be all the same. Oh, these are lupines. Can you see that little lupine there? And these all came as bare root perennials, and I've not watered them. They all had good roots on them. This is the cold frame. These are all different other ones that are coming through. You can just see them. Can you see that one? A little, oh, and there's that one there. So they're just starting to bob through, simply because of the mild conditions. But like I say, I didn't water anything. This is what's this one? This is semi-hardy. It's what a friend gave me, and penstemon or something like that, that one is. So I've just laid it on its side. I don't think that needs watering either. So the cold frame through the winter months is still being utilised. And excuse the rubbish. So here we are with the garden, and if we just bring you in a little bit, I can bring you in, and you see that's the I'll have to step here. I can't step on anything, that's the trouble. Can you see the hellebores there? Just coming into focus. We've got the obligatory dog, and look at this. These are the snapdragons. They haven't died back. In fact, we've got some here. Let me bring you back in focus. So everything that I've planted seems to be doing fine. For some reason, the foxgloves, I thought they all died back, but maybe they don't. Because when you look, I do have them jotted about. Look, primulas. And of course you get the weeds. Always get the weeds, they grow throughout the winter. Look at that root system on that one. But a lot of these were planted for the spring. And let's see if we've got any bulbs. Yes, look at the bulbs. But can you see? They're all already shredded by the slugs. There's a daffodil bulb there. And we've got white appearing on the, I call them white bobs, the denticulatas. And we go here. Can you see the new growth on the sedum? And that's a unanimous, look at that, excuse the noise, somebody, a neighbour. And this is some kind of spruce, and we've got one or two cones that have fallen on the floor, but look, that's new growth, and that's new growth. So we're doing exceptionally well. See? New growth. And here we've got one of the mahonias in bloom here, can you see? And down below. So let's take you around this way now. And I want to be careful I don't knock my legs or anything else like that. There, you see. These are the aces, and of course they've gone to sleep. But look, the buddleia, that has, that's, well, it's marvellous. I mean, we're the 30th of December, and I must admit that the daylight hours are just lasting a little bit longer. See? Some winter flowering pansies. There's another little conifer. And of course, that's the winter plumage of the beech. We've got another mahonia there, starting to bud up and flower to fill that corner. But of course we're waiting now, and really look how thick these camellia buds are. But we really don't want them to show any pink or white, whichever the colours are. That's the Hypericum. Oh, see, look, that's what I mean about showing the pink. Because come January, if we get any frosts or continued rains, especially the cold rain, then we're going to be in trouble. We'll lose all these, look at that, we'll lose all these camellia buds, which is going to be such a shame. That's a winter flowering. We had one on the arch and we lost that one. Fuchsia. Not fuchsia. There, clematis. Can you see the buds forming? And we've got another mahonia there. It's a different variety. We've got that clematis travelling from the back, and it's hooking onto that cornice there, that dogwood. There's another beech, and you see this, if this weather keeps up, can you see those are new little growth tips on the aces? And of course that's one of the hydrangeas that's deciduous, gone into dormancy. Here we are, look at these buds. And in some ways I'm thrilled about this, but in other ways it's worrying me because, you know, this is unprecedented, and we could well have a late spring, and in which case it's going to knock everything back. Look at that from mahonia. And the bulbs coming through underneath. Look at that. What a specimen. And look at the buds. And that rhododendron, that's the big one. And again, look at that. That's the new growths on the sedum. Look at the weeds. Can you see all the weeds? Ooh, chickweed. I'll have to come out and get some of those removed. What have we got in here? I think we've got in these two pots here lilies. And we must have spring bulbs in those, as well as pansies. And look at this. Has it ever been known? Look. These grew and flowered during the summer. Look at that. That shows you how mild it has been. And We'll walk you this way round. This is the pond area with all the algae which Keith will have to get out come the spring. There we are, that's one, and the other spruces, conifers, that's the prostrate one. And each one of these tubs has got bulbs in, and this one looks as though it's got allium bulbs in. I think all these have. Look, can you see them, how they've grown? Goodness gracious. Well, we had rain the other day and it filled the pond area. So let's take you this way now. There you see. Spring bulbs coming through on here, and you see them. Little pansies. And this is the bed where all the hostas are. Thankfully nothing's coming through yet. Keith brought these out of the pond area. They really need trimming back a little bit, but I'll get round to that another day. They're violas. Looks as though we've got some little bulbs coming through there. This is always wet because it's only a little tiny pot. And look, again, these are the dwarf snapdragons. Look, got little buds coming through on them. All these lovely pansies. I think I could rest my foot on that one. Again, you see we've got foxgloves. I think that's borage, if I'm not so sure. Now that's the intersectional peony, and it's just dropped its leaves, although we've got a nice big bud. There. Very difficult to see, so at some point I'll come out and remove those dead leaves. Like I say, everything just ticks over. And look. Bulbs are coming through. Can you see those? Those are what I take out of the pots when I make holes. Got another one. But the magpies get in here. They're terrible. And look. And a nice blue one there. And here we go. This is the viburnum. These are the spring buds that it'll form when they eventually develop, and they'll be like big white balls. Absolutely lovely. This is the wedding cake tree. That's a deciduous. That's the contorted hazel, the dark one. Can you see the little catkins? And again, that's another Acer. This is Acer Margaret. And this is a pussy willow. Just starting to show us the buds. And let me take you around here. Just have to move this seat first. And now I always forget what this is. But it's winter flowering, and where's my label? put a label somewhere, but can I find it? And it's fragrant. Look. That's why we placed it here. So it fills this corner. And then, look, that's a cyclamen. Look how much that has grown. Now I'm not sure, now that is definitely a perennial one, but I'm not sure how long or when that one will flower. Right, so let's manoeuvre myself back, hold on to something and put the chair back. There we go. Look, see? Primulas or primroses. Weeds. Of course they will grow when it's this warm. That's the bark peeling back on this big old dying prunus tree. Be careful with that, because that falls over, we're in trouble. Especially if you happen to be kneeling down in this area, it could really do some damage. That's a clematis. This is a mahonia, but that's had its blooming in the autumn, and those are the berries. And there, see? Look, everywhere. So I've not been into this area. It's a little variegated euonymus. I have not been into this area for weeks and weeks. Look at that. That is unbelievable. Wait until I go in and tell Keith. That's the berberis, and that's the spring flowering. Goodness gracious. Look. So everything underneath those leaves will be kept nice and warm should we get a cold snap. And there's next door. We're pinching that backdrop. And let's go over here. And that's the other side of the mahonia. And that's that side of the garden. There we go. Let's walk you down this area. Look, that's the succulent bed. And some of them haven't, the deciduous ones haven't even dropped their entire leaves yet. This is around the pond area. Well, this is one of the, look at this. This is one of the, where we have the water features. There's another one in bloom. There's another one, and there's another one coming. Now, you can't tell me we haven't got global warming, because this is really not normal at all. And funny thing is, they seem so healthy, these did, that I said to Keith, you know, I won't cut them back, I won't dig these out, let's just see, because Keith had looked at the growing conditions, and it said that they can be, they can go through a mild winter. Look at the sun plants. Ooh, growing. See, under here, these are all full of bulbs. And there, he turned away, he's doing the ironing. I need to go into the grow room really. There we are, you see some peonies. Nothing's come through on them yet. There's those peony buds. And look at this, geranium. That hasn't succumbed yet. And this is that nice Acer. This is the one that has this winter colour. Sheds all its leaves and then we just have this beautiful winter colour. I was just going to walk over here, the simple reason being I wanted to see whether or not, look at that, this is the forsythia, whether we got any wakening of the forsythia. And we have. So we've got that one there, and then we look over here in a contrasting colour, and we've got this flax, or New Zealand flax, or whatever it's called. They're all loving this weather. Look, the red robin, showing its winter or spring foliage. There we are, a little azalea. That was the one I bought a few years back at 99p. Absolutely wonderful. That's the small rhododendron. There we go, you see. And of course this is the area that I planted up. That's Bellis. Keith, the poppy. Keith cut all that area back, can you see? And cut all these back. Well, that's a first, a wallflower. Oh, that's two things I can tell Keith about now. Yeah, so we've got a wallflower out. And of course this area just ticks over because this is where the arch was. And of course that blew down. So Keith ordered another set of these two gates, and when the weather gets better he'll come and put them across here. We're not going to do the archway again, there's no point. And let's have a look, these are some of the hanging baskets. Look. Still in flower. And these are just hanging on. But look at those pansies. And they flowered all last summer. I can't believe that. There we go, you see. And of course we don't come round the side of the garden very much now, so when I do come round I always get the surprise. That's another one dying back. And then, look, oh dear, we've got the hospital sirens, and of course because we've got the Omicron variant going absolutely mad. Look, hyacinth bulbs starting to peep through, and we've got all these under here which are all hyacinths. So let me just take you round to the corner, and then These will open if we're not too careful, if the weather stays mild like this. You can see them. I'm going to walk around this area. You see? Look. Everything's growing. This one's still in flower. This is another fragrant shrub. But we can see this one from the lounge window. And look, this one hasn't dropped its leaves yet. And it should have done by now. So let's take you around here. These are under the living room window. Look. Absolutely lovely. All in bloom. These are winter flowering pansies. Now I do have to come out and cut the dead ones off. Look at that one. Because, and then they will continue to bloom. And at the moment, oh, the sun's just coming out. Look, that's where the cymbidium sits. And look, still got a calendula out. There we go. And the wind, sorry about the wind, that's just getting up now. But look at the sun. The sun's just come out. And traffic. So we'll just give you a quick look at this way. There we go. That's the front border. And then that's one of the hollies. And if I can get you back before we run out of camera time. So thank you for joining me. Allow me to come into your homes. And look. There we are. Oh. I do it for YouTube. And then, hold on. Just let me, I've only got a minute. Oh, 55 seconds. Right. I'm going to take my leave of you. There's the area now. And the birds are singing. And just made 2 bird boxes. That was a neighbour. Caught him on camera. See you soon. Bye bye now.